In New York City, Laura, Samara Weaving, is waiting to meet her Tinder date in a pub. He starts speaking with the voice of Ghostface, as she helps him find the bar outside, then stabs her to death. The Ghostface mask is taken off by Jason, Tony Revolori, who then brings it back to his flat. Jason recalls how it felt to stab Laura in a phone call to his friend Greg, with whom he intends to carry out new Ghostface murders. She became less human. She was just a piece of meat. Before stabbing Jason, the caller, who is posing as Ghostface, questions Jason's intentions and discloses that Greg's dismembered body is in the refrigerator. Sam Carpenter, Melissa Barrera, sees Drive Stone, Henry Czerny, for therapy, and he encourages her to talk about her own trauma rather than only the trauma that her sister Tara has experienced, Jenna Ortega. Sam acknowledges that it felt appropriate for her to stab Richie Kirsch during the events of the previous film. Dr. Stone ends their consultation and threatens to report the woman to the police. Sam learns that Tara attended a house party with the twins Mindy, Jasmine Savoy Brown, and Chad, Mason Gooding, Mindy's girlfriend Anika, Devin Nakota, and Chad's roommate Ethan from their roommate Quinn, Liana Liberato, Jack Champion. Before Chad and Sam step in, Tara behaves foolishly and agrees to go upstairs with date rape Kevin. Sam is shunned in public since many people think he planned the 2022 Woodsboro murders and implicated Richie in the crime. Sam is summoned for questioning by Quinn's father, Detective Wayne Bailey, Dermot Mulroney, after her identification and the Ghostface mask from the last film were discovered at the scene of Jason's death. Sam receives a call from Ghostface on Richie's phone while they are traveling to the station. He then assaults Tara and kills other onlookers in a bodega. Another Ghostface mask from a prior murderer is still lying about. They are joined at the station by FBI Special Agent Kirby Reed, Hayden Panettiere, who has a particular interest in the Ghostface crimes and is a survivor of the 2011 Woodsboro murders. Tara is besieged by reporters outside the station, including Gail Weathers, Courtney Cox. Gail receives a punch from Tara when she confesses to breaking her commitment not to write a new book about the 2022 Woodsboro murders, which Tara feels is the root of the recent attacks. Ghostface kills Dr. Stone before stealing Sam's file and leaving a second mask at the crime site. They are not following sequel regulations this time because they are part of a franchise, Mindy claims as she explains the new guidelines to the group. As a result, everyone is a suspect and disposable. Ghostface kills Quinn and attacks Sam, Tara, Mindy, and Chad, the core four, as they are eating supper together. Sam and Mindy are helped to safety by Sam's lover Danny, Josh Segarra, but Anika is killed when she falls to her death in the alley below. There is a second mask left behind. Despite being removed from the investigation, Detective Bailey swears vengeance on the person who killed his child. Gail leads the party to an abandoned movie theater that she discovered while conducting research that has been turned into a shrine to the Ghostface killer, complete with objects used in each murder. The Ghostface masks, which have been discovered at each crime site starting with the most recent in reverse order, are the only items still missing. To find the murderer, the group set up a sting operation. But, when Sam receives a call from Ghostface, they track it to Gail's residence. Before killing her partner and attacking her, Ghostface contacts Gail and taunts her about Dewey's passing. Sam and Tara arrive just in time to stop Ghostface, and as Gail loses consciousness, she tells the girls to inform Sydney he didn't get me. To capture Ghostface, the party decides to meet Kirby at the theater. They split off on the metro station, leaving Mindy and Ethan to board the next train. Both groups are surrounded by commuters who are dressed for Halloween. Several of them are wearing Ghostface masks. Ghostface stabs Mindy in the back. Sam has a vision of her father Billy Loomis, Skeet Ulrich, at the theater, advising her to stand up for herself and not to put her trust in others. Sam discovers they have been imprisoned inside the theater after obtaining Billy's knife from the first murders. Detective Bailey calls to report that he learned Kirby had been discharged from the FBI months before due to hallucinatory conduct. After stabbing Tara, Ghostface summons a second Ghostface, and the two of them assault Chad. Sam and Tara are attempting to flee when Detective Bailey and Kirby both have their firearms ready to fire. In order to get revenge for the loss of his oldest son Richie, Detective Bailey shoots Kirby and then confesses to planning the crimes under the alias Ghostface with his children Quinn and Ethan. To avoid suspicion, they had pretended Quinn had died. In an effort to undermine Sam's reputation, they spread false information about her, then planned to blame her for the killings. Sam and Tara shot Quinn and stabbed Ethan as they battled them off. Sam called Detective Bailey while speaking in the Ghostface voice to mock him while dressed in her father's Ghostface suit, before repeatedly stabbing him. Tara decides to attend treatment, and Sam promises to let her live her life more on her own terms. Sam looks at her father's Ghostface mask as Mindy, Chad, and Kirby are transported to the hospital before tossing it aside and pursuing Tara into the city.